The chief White House correspondent, John Roberts, live on the North Lawn. John?
Shep, good afternoon to you. The two leaders both admitting that they do have a lot in common. Bolsonaro even referred to fake news in his press conference with the president this afternoon, but they did talk at length about Venezuela. As you pointed out, there was no word on whether the U.S. might take military action in Venezuela, only to say, as he has so many times, that all options are on the table. President Trump, President Bolsonaro asked the same thing, wouldn't say whether or not Brazil might commit its military to try to take Maduro out of Venezuela. But when asked whether or not he would allow Brazil to base, or at least allow the United States to base its troops in Brazil, Bolsonaro did say that he wants to be a very strong extra NATO ally of the United States. President Trump even said that he might consider getting Brazil in to be a part of NATO. But when asked about how long it might take for Maduro to step down, President Trump said this afternoon he didn't really know. Listen here.
I'm not being told any specific time. They've been there a long time between him and his predecessor. At some point, I would imagine things will change, but we really haven't done the really tough sanctions yet. We can do the tough sanctions, and all options are open, so we may be doing that. But we haven't done the toughest of sanctions, as you know. We've done, I would say, right down the middle, but we can go a lot tougher if we need to do that.
One of the important questions that was not asked at that press conference or talked about by the president is the United States pushing Juan Guaido and members of the National Assembly to give amnesty to senior members of the Maduro regime, let them hang on to their wealth and either leave the country or stay in their positions. If they decided to do that, Shep, that might be something that could help to tip the table there.
John, the president has been on a tear lately in the last few days against the late Senator John McCain, whose daughter Megan has now responded, and today he's coming for McCain again.
Yeah, you know, they got into a Twitter fight over the weekend. Megan McCain said yesterday on The View that unlike her father, President Trump would never be a great man, and President Trump asked about that in the Oval Office today, said this.
He told us hours before that he was going to repeal and replace, and then for some reason, I think I understand the reason, he ended up going thumbs up. And frankly, had we even known that, I think we would have gotten a vote because we could have gotten somebody else. So I think that's disgraceful. Plus, there are other things. I was never a fan of John McCain, and I never will be.
The president there talking about McCain's vote on repealing and replacing Obamacare. No response to that from Megan McCain today, other than to retweet a tweet from former McCain aide Mark Salter that was critical of the president. Shep?
John Roberts reporting live from the White House.